Here's some of the biggest myths about CBD and why they are not true. Here are the top 10 myths that people think about CBD when they are first learning about it. So, CBD gets you high, CBD works instantly, more CBD equals better results, CBD works the same for everybody, all CBD is the same, CBD shows up on drug test, CBD is illegal, CBD can only work for pain and anxiety, CBD has no side effects, and CBD is just a trend. We're going to break down why these aren't true. Now, one of the biggest myths about CBD is that it will get you high. Now, the truth is, CBD doesn't contain THC, which is the compound in the cannabis plant that does produce the high effect. So, unless you're dealing with a full spectrum CBD product, check the COAs to ensure that there's not more than 0.3% THC in your product. Now, thinking that CBD works instantly is another common myth that people are misconstrued by. So, CBD isn't a quick fix drug. It's actually something that's going to help over time. So it does work with your body's endocannabinoid system, which actually maintains your body's homeostasis. So depending on if you're taking a vape, if you're taking a topical, if you're taking edibles or capsules, all these are going to have different onset times. So whatever you are taking, be aware that if you're going to vape, you're going to feel a more instant effect. If you're feeling a topical for someone like somewhere like your shoulder, you're going to feel it a lot quicker than if you were to take an edible or a capsule. That way it has to absorb in your body system to actually get the effects going. Now, another common myth that we tend to hear is taking more will actually help you. So more CBD always isn't the case. Sometimes your therapeutic dose is when you don't even notice the effects are really happening, other than you are able to get sleep, you are able to get pain reduction, you are having less anxiety. So it all kind of depends on your own body's therapeutic dose. So it is an experiment at first when you're trying it out, but once you find that dose, you're going to be able to dial it in within a few 10 to 15 milligrams either way. So always be conscious of the milligrams that you're taking, because that's actually what's helping you, is knowing your dose. Now, one of the most common things that people don't understand is that not all CBD works the same for everybody. There's a lot of things that go into it, whether it's your body weight, your metabolism, your genetics, your own biochemistry. Some people will feel the effects right away. Some people will take an hour, hour and a half to feel the effects. Now, it all just depends on your body. Now, don't be discouraged when you're trying this for the first time. You need to find your therapeutic dose. Here's the reason why all CBD products aren't the same. Now, from my experience, I've had a lot of people tell me that when they try my CBD products, they don't seem like they're watered down, or they can actually feel something. Here's why. We have to go through an extensive third-party lab testing to ensure that there's no pesticides, heavy metals, and that the label is stating exactly what we say is in there. So when you're going to the gas station next time, I guarantee you're not going to probably be able to find a COA. So just keep that in mind, that not all CBD products are made the same, because we actually have to physically find a way to be able to tell what's inside of them. The COAs, which is the certificate of analysis, is what is proving that it's truly what it says it is. Now, from a consumer standpoint, a lot of people think that CBD will show up on a drug test. Now, here's why that's not true. CBD is actually derived from hemp that has less than 0.3% of THC inside of it. Now, if you're using an isolate that has 0 THC, if you're using broad spectrum that has 0 THC, if you're using full spectrum in high doses, that will contain 0.3% of THC or less. That's why it's always important to check your COAs before you are consuming the product. Now, some people do think that CBD is illegal, but thanks to the 2018 Farm Bill, we've actually passed a bill where CBD that contains less than 0.3% THC is federally legal in the U.S. Now, make sure that you check your state laws before consuming or purchasing, because it does vary from state to state. So just keep in mind, CBD is legal. I have a credit card processor where we can ship all over the U.S. Now, CBD does work for pain and anxiety, but it also works for other symptoms as well. It also supports sleep, inflammation reduction. It also helps with stuff like acne, eczema, and psoriasis. because those are those are inflammatory diseases, and it also helps with neurological diseases such as epilepsy, Alzheimer's, and Parkinson's, studies have shown. Now, one of the important things to understand is some people say that CBD doesn't have side effects, which is slightly untrue. Now, some of the things that you could experience by taking too much CBD would be maybe something like a dry mouth, drowsiness if you're taking in higher doses, changes in appetite, and possible interactions with certain medications that you might be on. So make sure that you consult with your doctor to make sure that you can take CBD with your current medications. Now, lastly, CBD is not just a trend. Although there are several CBD companies out there and it seems more of a fad than anything else, there is scientific research that supports all the things that most CBD companies are claiming. Whether it's chronic pain, mental health, or neurodegenerative diseases, the medical community continues to do ongoing research to support these claims. Now, CBD isn't a cure-all for everybody, but it's also not a scam. So knowing the facts and knowing how to check third-party lab testing and helping you understand what's going on is going to be the way that you can make an informed decision when you're purchasing your CBD. So if you want to see high-quality CBD at a low price that you can afford shipped directly to your doorstep, how about you check out Cross Country Wellness?